feel like the two of them kind of makes up, or kind of fills the same purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Get that pull key, move around the map, and I feel like it's enough if Deadwood does that already. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they take this.
Definitely safe to say, very aggressive makeup coming out here with just the first 2 picks even. But Magnus is going to be that 3rd pick now to follow up the Swiftblade and the Midas. So on the other side, a very solid draft ultimately coming out for Sana Esports. Then there's the Prisoner draft.
Okay.
Well,
Slaskador plays the best prisoner. That's a given. And there are, like, the Legion team, I mean, the prisoner is good versus the Midas and the Magnus. So I can see the reasoning, but once again, I feel like it kind of feels the same purpose as Deadwood and Fate a little bit. And I feel like they are kind of overdoing it with those kind of initiation heroes, especially when all of them are melees. Prisoner, I don't know, I would assume that it's going to be stationed in the mid. Maybe this is some kind of like suited or a tri-lane with Prisoner, Fade, and another support. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have anything else. Like Deadwood in the Suicide, Prisoner in the mid, and a Fade in a safe lane with as a secondary support. No, it doesn't make sense. It has to be an offensive tri-lane coming out from the Hellborn team.
yeah, that's to me kind of threw me off too initially. Is just seeing all 3 of these heroes have potential to be a middle hero even. So it's, you know, when you pick up all 3 together, then it's how exactly are you going to be running this? So you're guessing the aggressive trial lane. We'll see. That's
I don't see why it would like. I mean, having Prisoner in the mid, for example, it would probably do all right, but I would still give the upper edge to the Midas if he's up versus him, and then Deadwood, of course, is going to have some struggles in the Suicide lane, and then you're going to have a Fade in the safe lane. Yeah, sure, that works, but is it really that great of a deal, and is it worth like giving up your remaining lanes because of just having a secondary support, getting some farm in the forest or whatever they are planning? So no, it has to be an offensive tri-lane.
yeah.
Either that or 2 dual lanes.
Well, we'll see what they do decide here. Again, more answers to come here, starting with that 4th pick once we get to it, but not there just yet. Wretched Hag, Parasite, Sandwraith, Tempest, and Dr. Repulsor being banned. You can see Marcus Moy making a very valiant effort to take out a lot of carry options. Or on the other side, you got Ringers taking out Parasite, Tempest, so junglers.
Yeah, they already took out Ophelia as well in the blind bounce, so they are definitely going for that offensive. They're taking up all the offensive or the aggressive junglers. Like now there's only defensive ones left.
Well, Cthulhufon's still there. So
oh yeah, that's true.
But Puppet Master is actually going to be the carry choice ultimately for the Legion side. Of course, they have Swiftblade as well. So just, again, a very, very just solid lineup here.
Are you sure that it's carry puppet? Are you certain?
Maybe not. I guess, yeah, actually with their draft, you're right. It is a little funky.
I mean, it's probably going to end up with Podmaster taking the farm, but we have seen it in the support role a few times.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it's that strong, it's good versus the mobility heroes, but versus these free melee heroes on the Helmor side already, I don't necessarily see why you would need a Puppet Master to keep them locked down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a farm, but that means that Magnus is, well, yeah. I mean, I guess they are just preparing for a defensive tri-lane themselves. But now comes the Clanks. Both of these drafts so far, you can't really tell what's going to happen. I mean, Nighthound is right-clicked, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be a Nighthound.
No.
Nor a Predator for the Helmor side.
It feels like they have to. Well, I guess they could just go main support and then they're running like an aggressive tri-lane of sorts, or more of a 2-2-1 setup here. Wouldn't be out of the question either. Yeah, this is going to be an intriguing final pick here. And even when that happens, I really don't think we're going to be able to obviously call the lanes. Because how it's set up. Okay, there's the Rhapsody. So it is a true main support in the end. But they have options, really, is what it comes down to. Nothing very glaring.
Yeah, the Legion team, I feel like their draft is quite solid. Obviously, they don't have that forest hero, so they're not going to have the easiest time pushing lanes or pushing towers with a Rhapsody combination with a dance floor and all. But I still feel like, yeah, they got very mobile heroes and a lot of different lanes that they could potentially set up. So I would definitely favor the Legion team going into the game at least. What is going on? What is that?
Yeah, now how are they laning? Holy crap.
I mean, what? Yeah.
What? A jungle?
I mean,
no.
4 melee heroes, I mean, that could be good versus, like, plenty of magic damage, for example. or some specific heroes, I could see it working. But for melee heroes versus a Magnus, Midas, and Swiftblade, like, it's going to be impossible to pick anyone off. Or it's going to be impossible. Like, Magnus is going to be such a huge deal in this game. If he gets Eruption off, like, he's going to hit 3-4 heroes every single time.
Yeah.
And how do they lane it? Like, Pharaoh, I would assume. I mean, it's played by Saintrox. What is Saintrox is normal playing the secondary support, but I can't see them having Pharaoh as the secondary support in this game, can they?
But I mean, that's the thing. Like, what else would they be doing? Like, I was trying to look and see, like, was it going to be like a Deadwood jungle or something like that? But that would just be weird. So
yeah, that was like my first thought, or my first thought as well. That would make more sense than having Pharaoh as the secondary support at least.
It's going to be more of a support-ish, unless no, he might actually be Suicide. So then, but you have a Hatchet on Deadwood. Obviously,
Yeah, so
Clanks
this
is farming.
probably.
Huh? Is it actually a jungle Deadwood?
Yeah, it has to be a jungle Deadwood. They have to pull for him, I guess.
It's being played
But
by
why do
Griefix,
they?
though. That's what's throwing me off too. Huh.
But why would they have a Fade main support in that case, and a first pick Fade support if they're running a Deadwood in the forest? Like, he's not going to be able to outbox Midas on his own.
And that's if they send him out. I mean, they could again easily go aggressive up here with their makeup. As actually, yeah, that was really close.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So it's a Fade to Deadwood Clanks versus a Puppet Monster, Rhapsody Magnus. Let's see. Let's
Who
take 2
wins
seconds to
that
think
on
about
paper?
this.
Yeah, gonna go with the Legion side here. Taking a risk.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
Odds are high.
so first off, Deadwood Jungle, like, does this? I don't get. I'm lost.
Yeah,
I don't know what
it
to
does
think.
well versus, or I mean, the Rotten Grasp combined with the Burning Shadow is a nice setup because, of course, the Burning Shadow is one of the longest stuns in the game, so it gives plenty of enough time for the Rotten Grasp to hit. So I guess that's the plan or the synergy between the heroes that they're looking for. But yeah, they're going to require some farm, and just having Deadwood in the force. I mean, you could have just as well had him in the mid and drafted something different.
Yeah, I don't. I'm very intrigued to see how it develops here for this Hellborn side. And part of me is like, it's jungle, but at the same time, maybe I wonder if he's just going to really try to roam heavy here early on. But at level 1, yeah, if that's the case, I assume he had to get around grass. He hasn't actually leveled anything yet, so keeping an eye on that. Fade the same boat. In fact, Deadwood's in the lane here, even.
Yeah, I mean, he can't jungle unless he can pull the wave.
Okay.
So, I mean, seeing as they're running an offensive lineup, then that's not going to happen. So he's not going to be forced anymore. He's going to be forced to sit here on the lane.
It's this is just all sorts of funky. Anyways, Clanks, he's caught, and Deadwood, not much he can do. Clanks is gonna die.
He doesn't even use the Rotten Grasp.
He
If
had
used
it,
there on the
yeah.
Magnus.
And now they're going for the turn, and actually he's not gonna be able to dodge it, so they will at least get the turn kill on a Magnus right there. So yeah, being very patient with it. Does eventually get the kill, but this is just, I don't know. This is not expected to work here. We're already off to a bad start.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But the other lanes especially, like I mean, it would have made a little bit more sense if they actually had like favorable matchups in other lanes, but I would favor the Midas, like I pointed out there during the draft, in the mid lane versus the Prisoner, and then the bottom, I mean, Swiftblade is probably going to have a better time than Pharaoh. Or just even if they go even, I mean, Swiftblade is going to be able to do much more with the farm later on than the Pharaoh is. So yeah, it doesn't make too much sense, unfortunately.
Puppet Master making sure also he gets some good farm up here is going to be a priority. Of course, you do got Deadwood, by the way. He's level 2 now at least, so has a big tree that he's holding with that Oak Bolt. In fact, going for a kill. But Magnus in the flank. He's going to maybe throw it off a little bit. Yeah, he will stun both in the background. Puppet Master, that's going to buy some time to get away. In fact, now Clanks is forced to use a Hawk. Will fly away. Barely.
Here's
No, the last auto attack. He's in trouble. Magnus, can he get in range? No, the tree! The Oak Bolt! The mini side step is not enough, though. Wow, what a getaway there from Clanks. And the supporting cast in the background, they couldn't do much to follow. But Oak Bolt, man,
Damn.
was perfect timing to save him in the long run.
Can't believe they actually turned that one around. I know Fibelli is going to stay here and farm with nearly no HP at all.
Trying different things, and, well, still a long game to go, but I guess not too shabby so far as far as the potential. Granted, Lynx has died once, but Now Deadwood is level 3, and so the idea that... okay, well, see, now he's heading back to base, though, and going to have to regen sets. Don't expect his GPM to start taking off by any means. Right here. Middle lane, Magnus. He's trying to get close enough, but I think he was maybe seen, or they know something's up, but Prisoner actually going for the bottom rune right here. Going to run into Magnus, but Magnus by no means can set up anything himself. We'll kind of just have to walk with him here, although Prisoner is going in the river.
I mean, they can harass him a little bit, but it's not going to be enough for the kill.
Are you sure? I think it might be enough. He needs another cooldown.
Okay,
yep,
oh,
there we go.
Damn. I guess I underestimated the damage that Midas actually puts out in level 4.
Transmute, man. Those auto attacks, it's 100+ damage this early on. And he got in at least one auto attack, so that's some nice bonus there, too. Yeah, just enough. Well played. Good
big kill, definitely.
Now,
he's gonna, I don't know, he's taking some snotters here in forest rather than going back to the top lane, and I think it's important that they actually keep the pressure up on Clanks. They cannot allow him to get farm.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually been able to get a couple of pokes in here, yeah, with especially Magnus missing. That makes sense when the lane is pushed up pretty heavily, but with just Puppet and Rhapsody, they can't really commit to too much, knowing that Deadwood and Fade may be nearby, as they are, so it is a difficult spot for them. As Pharaoh's sending a rocket up here. We'll actually connect, but...
What?
Never
No,
mind.
it
That's
didn't.
His own team.
That's the wrong team, yeah.
Kind of throw it off there for a second, but no, that is on the Hellborn side, so... Magnus is porting back up here. It's going to be seen, obviously, with the group wave being so far pushed off, so not a secret by any means.
Yeah, he had Striders as well. He should have ran up there instead. I mean, that's 135 gold invested into a port. That doesn't really make too much sense. Yeah. I mean, he would have been up there now anyway, and or almost. He would have been there shortly, and then he would have saved that 135 gold.
Well,
another rocket by Pharaoh. I think this one, yeah, it's gonna connect.
I don't know.
Bam.
It is a level 3 rocket. So it's a nice spread damage. Actually, that hit at least the 2, so solid. He's softening them up a little bit for a possible jump.
And that's a good way to put it.
From them, so the GPM charts though suggest that the Legion side is in a decent spot to start, and Midas the big part of that. 370 gold per minute. Bunny Lover here, once again having another pretty good performance to start it off. Had the fantastic Magnus game last game. This time Magnus being played by Sirox 12. As Pharaoh bottom lane going at it with Swiftblade. Pharaoh doesn't have enough mana for the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Needs 150, not even close. And clearly Swiftblade's confident that that's the case, because he's even...
Well, he had the Swift Flashes as well,
True.
if he were to be ultimated.
Oh.
I don't think that he would want to use it. Oh.
Middle lane, yep. He needs to... does not need to dodge a hook, because I was already using no mana anyway, so good getaway there. And
and he's going to get the illusion runes, he's going to get full health. Wait, he's going to try to jump the Pharaoh? Yeah, it seems like they're going to try to dive this. I like this. Probably going to be successful since Pharaoh doesn't have mana for anything else than wall.
Oh, look at this. He knows something's up. He's going to move all. Beautiful positioning from St. Rocks, but it still might not be enough. Swift Slashes? Yeah, he can get it off. Just close enough. Meanwhile, TP coming in, though. This is a little risky from Swiftblade running right into it. Kind of has to, I guess, with the spin, but guess what, Prisoner? He doesn't really care too much about that magic immunity. All physical, baby. But the golden salvo will finish off Prisoner. So, hey, a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of the Legion side right there.
Yep, and at the top lane, I mean, Puppet Monster is, well, actually he's quite even with the Clanks, but he's the one standing next to the creep lane, or creep wave all the time, so I'm surprised that he doesn't have more farm than Clanks.
That's something that the Legion team is going to have to think about, perhaps rotating this Puppet Master as the Fade Burning Shadows just out of range there.
Yeah, the Pharaoh is up here now with a Veiled Rod, so this is going to be dangerous. They need something else than a Rhapsody, though. I mean, sure, it's nice to get a Rhapsody, but I think the Legion team is more than fine with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
in fact, it's 4 heroes, and they used a big ulti for a kill, yeah. If it's going to be somebody, it's Rhapsody's fine.
Exactly. I mean, Swiftblade is gaining more farm than that kill is worth during the bot, or at the bot lane during that time. And he knows for a fact that Breath of the Pharaoh is down now, so I mean, both mid and Swiftblade down here can play relatively safe.
Here comes that rotation that we're kind of getting out of Puppet Master. It's not having the greatest time at the top lane, so going to rotate bottom, take it over. Swiftblade, he's been having a solid time, but he can find farm elsewhere and still do just fine. Astrolabe in the works for Midas, by the way. He has a refreshing ornament on him. Pops a Vilrot right here. We'll see if anything useful comes out of this. Heading towards the top lane currently. Not the longest, I mean, popping a Vilrot at the well, not usually going to get you in a great spot.
No, but I guess it's because he had a full inventory, and he doesn't necessarily know where the wards are from the Hellborn team, so I guess he's better safe than sorry. Let's see if it makes it in time, though.
3 seconds. They're going to run into Fade right here, so, hey, in that sense, kind of good positioning. Find the Fade, Swiftblade running in, easy kill. Okay, well, it kind of works there.
Yeah, well played by him, actually.
I don't know if Vilrot really made the difference, to be honest. But
No. Vilrot didn't make anything, but still a nice confidence in Midas, just jumping in, hitting the combination, and getting him off.
oh my god, the bottom lane. What a heal from Midas as well. And down goes Pharaoh, keeping Puppet Master alive. Deadwood's going to fall with one more auto attack.
He's going to die unless he gets
salvo.
Yeah.
Yes, he got it off right there. So Midas
Prisoner's coming down with a haste, by the way. But I don't think he's gonna get turned on. Like, he's gonna get locked down and killed.
Yeah, if he gets transmuted, he's in trouble. And he does. You're right. Wow.
That's not like Slasky there making those kind of decisions. They must be really frustrated in Skype. Because usually he's really calm.
Well, that was a pretty YOLO-ish moment, maybe unorthodox of Slasky, and that definitely did not prove to be the best decision at all. I mean, you even called it going in, so... clearly he knew the numbers there. I mean, his teammates just got finished dealing with it, so yes, there really is no excuse.
This Bunny Lover guy is playing really well, by the way, the Midas.
Yep.
Just as he was playing with the Magnus earlier, last game. I don't know, he was playing for You Love to Party, I heard, where he told me during the break.
Okay.
Last season, actually named Sudonix or something. Sudonix.
Yeah, YLTP, they made some diamond appearances. Gold for the most part, I believe, but... they definitely splashed into the Diamond Division a couple of times, so he has some experience there. Swiftblade top lane. Gonna spin. It's gonna mitigate a lot of damage here.
Oh my god, he's gonna turn it
dodge
around.
and turn it with the Swift Slashes on a Pharaoh. What a big play from Civ Batista there. They just have to fall back from it. That was huge. That was some big plays, honestly, for a couple players here this game. For the Legion side, but yeah, maybe Bunny Lover, a name that get used to a little bit more as they win this, they're going diamond, and right now they're in a great spot.
Swiftblade is such a great hero versus heroes like Fade and the Deadwood. So yeah, the roaming powers are not going to work that well on Swiftblade, as we could see right there. Obviously, he can spin out of both stuns, or he can't spin out of the Burning Shadow, but it's easy to avoid.
Yeah. Midas, guess who? Oh well, he doesn't get the kill, but Magnus. Make sure that nothing crazy happens. Stuns in to guarantee it, but Bunny Lover, again, just doing all the work really in the first place to get the kill. Top lane, flanks. He's going to be able to hawk away at least, and it will survive. But a lot more pressure onto him. Means less farm. Bottom lane now. All three lanes have an action. Nice pulling right there. The Prison Break. Guess who's here? It's Midas once again. He keeps Puppet Master alive a little bit longer. They usually get the turn kill, but at least Puppet went down. But still, he's just... It literally seems like he's always there, like to save the day or make something happen. 5-0-4, and there's going to be more possibly. Magnus stuns it on a Pharaoh, kept around a little too long. Golden Salvo gets a double tap, and he could have more predictability just in case. I don't know if really necessary, but wanted to make sure nothing crazy happened. Level 12 Midas. Wow. He already has level 3 transmute.
Yeah, that it does. That's a good point. 12 minutes into the game. And they're going to get 2 towers here next to each other, or followed by each other. Or, never mind, Hellborn team looking to defend.
Man,
Puppet Master is nearby, but he doesn't seem to have any intention to helping.
Just stands his ground, gets a tower kill. If they kill Midas, it's going to be a lot of gold bonus too, but... They're not going to
turn it around. There's an Astro, but you can't go into the wheel. Midas got a little too comfortable. Voodoo Puppet comes out. It's going to break, though, and now, actually,
Their teammates in trouble. Puppet Master gets caught. You see Swiftblade running in. Swift slashes. The creep wave comes in, though. It doesn't matter. They do clean up. Gets to see other Clanks joins the party. And nice stun on them both of them. The Legion side. They got a little too comfortable with the whole circumstance, and they just got genocided because of it. So, I mean, we're praising Midas plenty this game, deservingly so. But that was definitely not a moment to be praised.
Yeah, right runs straight into the Deadwood level 6 for some reason. Hey, what you gonna do?
That's gonna have to deal with it. I mean, they still have a lead, but they just really let Ringers climb right back into this game.
Yeah, and when you're up versus a Clanks, you obviously never want to be next to the other team. Or you always want to be ahead, otherwise you always feel like you are behind. Yeah, they're gonna head over and take the experience lead now in the near future.
Puppet Master, by the way, Marcus Moy getting a little greedy himself and actually going to Thunderclaw here with what would be his first item pickup.
Oh, MVP Minotaur, by the way, in the forest. Stunning 3 heroes at the same time.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
And actually, oh man, they may get caught. No? Oof. That would have been something, but they get away just before Magnus on the high ground. Portal Key now picked up on Midas as well. We mentioned the Astrolabe that he has. Prisoner, he's going to go the right direction. Maybe? No, he's coming back in, actually.
He's looking for a kill.
Okay.
He's got a haste rune and he got that water sight in Legion Forest, so I think he was trying to hook over the ledge. Yeah, look, he's still looking for that Swiftblade. He wants to hook.
Not going to happen. Swiftblade weary of that and going to be fine. But yeah, again, Puppet Master, the Thunderclaw is just about finished. So, going to have some enhanced farm there. There we go. Swiftblade going the Abyssal Skull, I would guess, to follow up here, finish that up at least. Magnus 1,500 gold, so getting close to his portal key. As I mentioned, Midas has it. Other side of the spectrum here on the Hellborn team, you got Prisoner, about 1,260 gold, so working on his own portal key, but still a little bit off. Everyone else not really doing too well, unfortunately, other than Clanks, of course, who's 420 gold per minute here. And actually is doing pretty damn well.
Yeah, it's going to continue to rise as well. I don't see the Legion team putting any pressure onto them for, yeah, at least until Magnus gets his portal key. Prisoner, on the other hand.
Is it going to be enough? It's not actually initially. It will secure in the end, and now Deadwood. Guifix is hanging around a little too long. Rhapsody staccato stuns. Golden Salvo needs something else, though. Turns around with a Falcon Punch in the face. Fade even combos. But the protect the melody. He's out of range, though. Oh! And it gets the kill. The grasp just pulled him out of range. And that's now back-to-back deaths for Midas. He did get one kill, but that's hurt. So that's hurt quite a bit. Hurts quite a bit.
It does. There's a lot of experience for the Hellborn team. Getting a kill on that level 12 Midas was so close of him actually getting the kill onto Deadwood as well. His Golden Salvo just came up as he got Willowmaker in the face.
Yeah.
But look at Clanks, he's going for a very, very greedy build straight into the Firebrand. I mean, he's going to Glass Cannon, but he is going to be able to farm at least. Question is if the Legion team can capitalize in any way and try to secure some kill onto him. Otherwise, he's just going to take off in the near future.
They got to really be hitting themselves almost, this Legion team that is, that they were such a good lead here early on, and Midas especially, with how he was just exploding and taking off and buying room for his carries to farm, but bottom 5 where some poor decisions were made, kind of in sequence there, and ended up getting genocided as a result, and that just really climbed the Hellborn team right back in. And yeah, it really does start with the Clanks in the end, as mentioning there. And now the Thunderclaw 400 plus GPM getting dangerous, continuing to be more dangerous as the Firebrand purchase just happening as well. So the Thunderclaw, though, again, a Puppet Master, ideally his farm will start to get bigger and better as well. Swiftblade, who now finished the Abyssal Skull. So a lot of carry potential on the Legion side, of course, as well, coming out here. How about Prisoner, by the way, passing up a portal key?
Yeah, he got tired of getting picked off in the mid. He's died 5 times. He was like, screw it. I'm going for a Might Brand instead. I don't need a freaking portal key. And I actually think he's right. I don't think that he's the one that's going to be doing the initiation anyway. I mean, it's going to be Deadwood in that case. Or the Fade, starting up the fight.
Oh, wow. Fade Ends up getting picked up in the background as Prisoner was even trying to save him right there with the hook. Didn't even realize he got caught back there. But now Prisoner Break comes out, gets a kill on Magnus. Protectability helping mitigate damage on his Swiftblade. Minus in the background jumps in and secures a kill onto Clanks. Or excuse me, on a Prisoner. Clanks does port in, but very little mana on him. His Goon Squad isn't up just yet. Maybe deny. Oh, there's the invulnerability. But it's a little risky to stick around, so they'll fall back. In fact, Midas jumps in. Can they catch him? No, they could not, although Midas wants to. One more auto attack, he got it off, and it gets the kill. That time the chase is successful, as now he's trying to survive right here. Deadwood, he had an ultimate, but not worth running in to use it. And Midas survives, now the tower push. There we go.
Bounty Lover is playing so freaking amazingly well. Except for that little mistake down at the bottom where we walked into the Deadwood punch, of course. But other than that, like, that kill, once again, I didn't even see that happen, or I wouldn't even have thought of doing that kind of play, but he just jumps straight in and gets a kill on the Clanks.
Yeah, coordination is definitely on point here, for sure. And I'm actually pulling up the damage chart, and wow, 27% hero damage done this game in favor of Midas. More than a quarter of the damage done so far.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes ago, when we were talking about like how the Legion team made a mistake and now they were actually like behind, seeing as Clanks was doing so well, then now 2 minutes later, they're like in such a dominant lead once again, just from nowhere. Like literally, just snowballs. They're playing really well, just going together, getting those pickups, and finding the farm at the same time. Now Swiftblade got another 2.5k gold saved up here. Interested to see what he's going to go for, if he's going to go for the Firebrand into Geometers, or if he's going to go for a little bit more of a Polky kind of build.
Yeah. Oh, Magnus up here, being sneaky as something's coming, something's happening. You got Midas, obviously, or not Midas, but Fade coming in with the ulti as now Swiftblade is going to be jump, but guess who's nearby? It's Midas. Transmute happens. In comes Magnus with the one. The money will, but everyone's there. So she couldn't get it off. The eruption. No, the Prison Break stopped it right there. He could not get the Swift Slashes off for whatever reason, and now Midas is going to be on the run. He's going to survive.
I don't know what it was. I mean, I was looking at the portrait and all, and it was great. Like, he wasn't able to use it, but I don't know what it was.
Was it Shackles? Does Shackles prevent it?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It very likely may, to be honest. I never really thought about that, but yeah, I actually wouldn't be surprised because technically, you know, that's in a sense kind of a mobile ability. So, here, let me get the replay. I actually did oh, no, never mind. One sec. Gotta rename something real quickly. Let's see if I can catch that. But actually, chase happening over here. Clanks is gonna get caught. No, he is gonna get away in the end. So, but that would have to be my only guess. So yeah, watching the replay here now and seeing what the possible deal was. He gets jumped initially by Fade. I don't think it was a mana issue because yeah, he definitely has plenty of mana. He's got locked down the whole time. Oh, it did become a mana issue. It was a mana issue. Yeah, he had just under 200 mana, which is what he needed at the time. So, or 275, I guess even. Jeez, at level 2. Yeah, so that looks like it was the issue as far. So I don't know the Shackle answer still. Okay, if that's the case, but from what I can tell, it looks like that it was mana. So there we go. Just not able to do enough there. 7,800 gold lead, though, still in favor of the Legion side. Again, Clanks is really there. Continues to be, as you would expect, their biggest concern. But other than that, feeling pretty good about the game, I'm sure. As Puppet Master is going to be going right into a Shrunken Head next. So kind of a different build here from Marcus Moy, but seems like it's kind of working at least so far. 400 gold per minute with that Thunderclaw. So no Assassin Shroud, though. That's what we're so used to seeing with the Puppet Master.
Swiftblade once more might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Prisoners wanted to try something.
Or Puppet Monster might be the one in problem. I don't know.
But there's a lot of support, though. This is really risky, man. I mean, oh, Magnus completely whiffed a stun. And now they're going to catch Puppet Master right here. Here comes Midas. He misses Transmute. He gets caught in the background. Puppet Master's going to fall into Melody. It's going to go be a full duration right here. I don't even know if they're really in range, though. And actually, Legion Team getting completely cleaned up once again. Misplays yet again hinder the Legion side. And the hook, it does connect. Pulls back at Swiftblade. Gets the kill. Puppet bot back to immediately die. What is happening? Midas also bought back, by the way, but he's not even here. just running.
Well. It's safe to say the Legion team did not expect 5 players from the Hellborn team to be down there.
No.
Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have made the play like that. All of them jumped in kind of recklessly, starting with that Magnus. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. If he was trying to, make some kind of stun happen on Prisoner or something. I don't know. He should have stood in the background and just finished up the eruption instead. But yeah, Hellborn team. I mean, the Veiled Rot Gang. It's safe to say that it was successful in the end, and now they are back in the experience lead, still a little bit ahead or below in gold per minute. But I think they are more than happy with their situation now.
And then, again, I'm watching the replay too, and it's just like, and then Puppet Master the buyback and literally running into 5 heroes with his Swift Blade at 10% life, expecting that to be a good idea. Like, it's just, they just really panicked there, full big time. And it made them play very poorly. So this, I gotta say, this Legion side, and even Bunny Lover, really, it's like they're making some big plays, but they're also making some pretty poor decisions. They really got to fine tune this as far as the communication goes, and you know, making the smart plays here, because it's now several times in this game we've kind of seen them almost go in 1 by 1 and let pickoffs happen, miss a couple of.
I'm not sure if that word was spotted, by the way. I think it was. Rhapsody just placed the word of sight. Otherwise, they are going. No, never mind. Fate's in this.
Now they see Deadwood. And that was an easy kill, so, well, he didn't expect 5 to be there. As just so happens they were, so good catch there.
Oh, can I steal the actions? Clanks is going to clear them up before. Oh, Magnus actually jumps in blind.
This is a big stun. Yeah, that was a blind stun, you're right. And actually, it does secure the kill on a Fade. Now, Magnus does fall in response. So it'll be the 1-for-1 there. And I think Clanks actually got majority, if not all, the Ancients in the end. So
that hits the 500 plus gold per minute mark now as well.
But the push will continue, and it is going to be an easy tower kill in the end for the Legion side.
The Legion takes down a Hellborn tower.
There we go. Midas
should definitely continue here.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, they have to force the Hellborn team back to base at least. Otherwise, they're just going to waste so much time.
Clanks does have a TP. Pharaoh does, yeah. So they are able to TP back, and there we go. And that is a non-double damaged prisoner. Just always gotta make sure. That avatar.
I saw that with the freaking War Beast avatar in like the last games as well that we covered. Like sometimes it looked like he had a DD on the avatar, just glows in blue, just like this one.
This is the only one that, from what I've noticed, is that it's a little over the top, but
yeah, it is. I don't know how many times I've been told, like in Tim M or Scrims or anything like that, and it's like, we were just backing out of that fight because we thought your prisoner had a DD.
There's the shrunken finish on Puppet, by the way, so that's true too. Yeah, he was working on the shrunken head for a little bit. Didn't have it in the last fight, and that definitely, I'm sure, didn't help either. So they got a Storm Spirit as the item choice for Midas. Somewhat defensive. I mean, he's really been snowballing here.
Yeah, I don't like it. He should be going straight for a Sheepstick or some kind of damage item at least, so that he can transition into that late game. I mean, sure, they already got Swiftly and Puppet Master, so they got late game damage, physical damage and all, but still, I mean, if you're having that great of a farm as he has, I mean, there's really no reason to transition into a supportive kind of playstyle. Fade, by the way, is in a little bit of trouble. They don't have any dust, though.
Yeah, I mean, Fade's like, I gotta fight this, gotta do something. He's gonna be caught. So slash, by the way, on Clanks in the background. Well, it's not going to be enough for the kill. In fact, Swiftblade is going to have to run away, and they're going to chase completely, and he will go down. So miscommunication there definitely happening. Magnus, he wants to stun, but he can't. The shackles are applied as he jumped in. Pharaoh also catches Puppet Master, but Clanks is getting low. Clanks will fall, but at what cost here? Midas is still good to go, it looks like. That's the good news for the Legion side of the Hellborn team. They are spreading out the Lion's Pride to heal a little bit. Prisoner running right into them, but actually, I don't know about this. Puppet Master is slow. Midas again still good to go, though. Transmute, it is going to go off right there. He gets hooked in. But now Deadwood, one more auto attack. He's going to fall. Puppet Master does go down, though, and there goes Deadwood. As now it's just Midas versus Pharaoh and Prisoner. We're going to see Midas trying to make a big play here, it looks like, and he wants to make something happen. There's the Transmute coming off, a couple of auto attacks. Yeah, you mentioned Pharaoh is low. Pharaoh does have a barbed armor, though, so he needs to be really careful. And he will just say, I got to get out of here. So another just intense fight with multiple things happening.
Yeah. Midas, yeah, level 17 now, and he's just continues the trend of being the top farmer of the Legion team at least, almost topping Clanks even. That's impressive. He should have gone for that sheep stick. I think he almost feels like, or I think he almost regrets the Storm Spirit at this point.
Yeah. 28 minutes in right now. It's, I mean, this Legion side, I feel like they've been up by like 8,000, 9,000 gold in experience even, and now it's a 3,200 gold lead, and they're down 5,000 experience as well. So, Midas, he's even tapered off a little bit, and says Prisoner's actually overtaken the top level. How about that? Prisoner's level 18 here in this game, so he's managed to get some nice solo experience here.
So still level 18, yeah, that's pretty impressive on his part. Slask, of course. Great player, great with the hooks. But, yeah, definitely taking a step up here.
Fade once again in a interesting spot, really trying to scout something out. As you would expect with the Fade, it's going to start falling back here. It's going to wear off right next to a ward of sight, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch. Yeah, Midas is too...
Spiders.
Oh my god, Midas. He missed the... He hits it. Okay, but
he could have Storm Spirited him first. He would have secured the combo at least. I don't think he thought about that. Or maybe he was too afraid that the reinforcements were going to arrive.
Yeah, you do see them all nearby, so might have been a blessing in disguise right there, but Deadwood is not here. He's in the top lane currently. Doesn't look like a fight's going to break out anyways. As the Legion side will instead fall back. Let's get more farm here. Midas going to port back to base. 2,000 gold saved up. There we go. I was wondering when that was going to be coming out. The Bound Eye purchase.
Nice.
So
especially when you're versus the Fade. Yeah, the Legion team, looking at the map, they got a lot of wards out, so Link06 is doing a great job with the map vision at least. Hellborn team, not as impressive. Of course, that's a Fade, so it's a little bit more tricky to actually get the wards up, but still.
Nice counter warding coming out. You can ulti with Swiftblade through Shackle. Okay. Well, there we go. Can't let mine player on the competitive scene. We'll say we'll trust him. That's actually jump here on a Magnus coming out from Prisoner. Prison Break only on him, though. Swiftblade spinning, and Magnus will be killed pretty much immediately as the backup in the background. No, the projectile is canceled right away, and they're clustered in the mummy walls as Puppet Master is able to pick off Pharaoh, but that is the only kill. Meanwhile, 3 of his teammates dying, and there could be more. Midas and Puppet Master not sure what to do. They catch Puppet Master with the hook. Midas also caught. They both get caught. Midas has to stand his ground. He goes down. Bound Eye drops. Puppet Master is being chased. He falls. And now the Hellborn team, you can really say for the first time this game, they are actually in the lead. And I don't know if that's going to be changing at this rate.
Nope. I don't think so. Clank's too dominant at this point. I mean, Legion team could have just as easily won that team fight if just something else went a little bit more into their favor. Like if Magnus just were the one that didn't get caught, for example, if that was the Rhapsody walking up the hill instead, and Magnus actually were the one to get a eruption or something off. But for some reason, like the Hellborn team is just dominating those team fights every single time, and I'm not sure if that's poor positioning on the Legion's part or if they're just not paying full attention to the minimap. But I'm pretty sure that they could tell that the Hellborn team was walking up the cliff.
Yeah. You see Magnus right here. He's going to farm out what he can in the middle lane. Actually should be fine to do so. But yeah, the bigger and better items coming out. I mean, you see Deadwood now. Soul's Bulwark picked up. This is a Deadwood that really was kind of playing a funky secondary support here this game. A little bit different, but he's managed to do just fine. The Assassin Shroud now finished on Clanks. You got the Shrunken Head and the Storm Spirit now on Sasuke playing Prisoner. So speaking of a little bit more defensive-minded, but getting into himself here. Pharaoh, also even a puzzle box in the works. St. Rock's just about having that completed. And just around the corner. So the next tier of items coming out for the Hellborn side. You got the Legion team. Sure, I mean, Swiftblade and Puppet Master still definitely a scary combo. But, you know, I will say this Puppet Master build is definitely proven to kind of not really work here.
I'm not entirely sure what the plan was behind that shrunken head of his. Like, it's not like the Hellborn team got a too much of burst damage either, like in terms of magic damage. So, I mean, in other games I could have seen it working out, but in this game in particular, like being up versus 4 melees and all, I feel like the mobility is better than the Shrunken Head.
Swift blade, he gets pulled in right there. Willow Keeper on top of that. And Willow Maker, excuse me, on top of that. Magnus does it with Eruption. Oh, Mummy Wall saw the barbed armor doing plenty in return. Midas, he ends up getting away barely, but Puppet Master, I mean, he just had, even with the Shrunken up, he just can't stand his ground. And a hat trick coming out, vote to concede happening. We are going to a third and final game here in this best-of-3 series. So, you know, obviously in that sense, you know, what is on the line, can't be too surprised, but I gotta say, if you're if you're Asana Esports, you gotta really be disappointed in your play there, knowing that how much of a lead they had, especially early on in that game. But
safe to say, safe to say. Yeah, especially with that performance from Midas throughout the early to mid game, like it's completely dominating everyone and everything in game number 2. But yeah, a bit of misplayed team fights, and the Hellborn team back in charge, up to 1-1 now. So it's going to be difficult. I'm not quite sure who's going to end up winning game number 3. It's probably going to come down to the individual performance once more.
yeah, that's very, very possible here. And again, who's going to